All right, here we are on Logistics and Support Day. Back here with Salty Cactus.
Yeah.
All right, so today
Like
is MISC, Consolidated Outlands, Argo.
Alright.
Who else?
And Crusader.
And
Forgot the best one.
Crusader. That's right.
Fun fact about these are both Argo and POV personnel instead of having like personnel and then one is cargo.
Oh man.
And the worst thing about the personnel is that it's clipping through the boards, so you cannot even get inside or look inside the personnel pod. Just like CitizenCon last time. It's the same back wall.
Okay. So.
But you can.
Failing, but cool. Cool. All right. Well, okay, but wait a minute. Didn't they have an Argo that had a side entry door?
Yeah, that's the cargo.
Oh, well, they were doing troop transport in the cargo one in the video.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
It's definitely better. This is just a coffin.
the Squadron 42 when they got out of the side with the pirates.
Prisoner transport. Yeah.
Well, isn't that the same as the passenger variant? Anyway.
Nope. It's like a bigger, wider,
more
pod
comfortable.
Where you can actually walk inside of. You have to crouch in. But I think, looking at this, I think it's also functions as some kind of drop pod. Like you can drop this off. I'm not sure. Like I have troops inside them. Because it has like landing legs and.
It does.
These are thrusters. They look like thrusters.
I doubt those are thrusters.
Yeah. But
wow,
yeah, it's a
there
coffin.
you go.
The
Argo. The Argo coffin. There it is.
Yeah.
No, it's gonna be useful, Salty. It's gonna be useful.
Yes, once it has a rework, because every time like you have to crouch, there's no way to get inside like a standard entry animation. You have to just crawl in yourself, get inside the seat, and if you get out of the seat, your character will just stand up and just face through the ceiling. And sometimes
so there needs to be
just clipping through the floor and fall out.
So they need to have a method where you return back to the crouch you return back to a posture relative to your environment instead of automatically to the standing position. I get it. I get it. But it's still going to be, the cargo variant especially is going to be very useful for those big ships. We
did a mission once with Commander, his cargo, as a personnel MPOV, and then Short's Carrack, and many lives were lost in the MPOV. Too many.
Okay. Alright, then we go to Consolidated Outlands, our Mustang.
Delta?
Mustang Delta post-rework. This thing is a very attractive ship.
Definitely, yes.
Pops like a grape, but
yeah, to be expected.
But it can be upgraded to be something reasonably meaty for a starter ship, for a small size 1 ship. What?
This is the Delta, so it's a fighter version.
Yeah, the military version. Yeah, it's got rocket pods on it. Look at that.
Yeah.
So I did pull out the Harbinger, which has rocket pods on the top turret, and I fired those. You have, I think, 24 or 26 rockets, so it's really, really not great for a turret. On this, if you were doing like ground support and they did like phenomenal damage to unarmored ground targets, then I'd be on point with it.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. Pretty cool. I think is that got a bed back there behind the cockpit?
Nope.
Well, that's got a whole lot of wasted space back there. What is all that?
Engine and cargo, I think.
No, come stand where I'm standing. There's no way.
Yeah.
Yeah?
Oh, yeah, you can stand there, yeah. But, yeah, they blocked it off. This is one, I think it's a beta.
Yeah, look at all that space.
Yeah. Yeah, the beta has as the walkable interior.
I feel like I could sleep there, Salty. Having slept in a lot of places in my life, I could sleep there.
Yeah.
All right, moving on.
Yeah.
Moving on. This is definitively the smallest one we've had yet.
Yeah. It's
for a showroom floor.
Yeah.
They-
This what is it called? The 3 weeks ending in a little sizzle.
yeah. Maybe ages should have been the last day. I don't know.
Yeah.
So this, the Starfarer, the first truly big ship to be introduced into the game. Yeah, wasn't it? Yeah, I think it was.
Yes, it was.
I mean, it
that, I think
blew the socks
Tally.
off the Tally and the Constellation.
Yes.
And this is the military version because this is
Gemini,
Invictus
yeah.
week, and so this is the Gemini. So the big difference here is this one has missiles
Giant missiles. Yeah.
on the front. Yeah, the civilian one does not. But
And I think also upgraded the turrets. But
Oh, did they?
I'm not sure. Yes. Yeah, you look at the top turret, for example.
oh goodness. Oh,
You can see the
How am I gonna do
barrels
that?
sticking out. Oh, you can.
Hold
You
on.
like stand right here. You can see the barrel sticking out.
Oh wow, yeah. You think that those are bigger?
I think so. Yeah, it definitely had some kind of rework of the or upgrade to the weaponry. And not only those missiles.
So Salty had one of these as his loaner for a BMM for ages, and we spent so much time
Reckoner.
trolling
Yeah.
him in it. It was a lot of fun.
Yep. And now I've got this one with the Hercules loaner ship.
Oh, do you have this one with the Hercules
Yeah.
loaner ship? So we have one again. Yes.
Yeah. Its interior is broken.
Oh, this was very much pre-common sense on ship design. So this ship is a maze of corridors and stairs and elevators and ladders. I don't
Not
want
just
them
that,
to
though.
ever change it.
No, layout is. I don't know. I'm used to the layout right now after flying around in one for a while. But it's just broken, as in like damaged states are just showing everywhere. It's like Steam. It's just popping out.
Oh,
of the
just
walls,
popping out
ceilings.
everywhere.
Yeah, it's like they used this for Star Marine just before you fly or something. It's like they shot holes everywhere and like sparks everywhere. Lighting, it's particularly bad. It's horrible. Like
It just needs to be brought up to scruff, right? Or up to
Oh, yeah.
snuff. Up to snuff. That's it. But this is refueling
yes.
gameplay, which I have long argued needs to simply be: you can buy fuel at a station, and if you can get to within proximity of another ship that needs fuel, you can fill them up.
yes.
I mean, that's phase 0 implementation. No docking.
Oh, yeah.
No nothing, just if I can get close to you, it's just like a station, right? I go
Yeah.
into my Moby, I pay you money, you could set the rate in your Moby or somewhere on the ship on a panel, and I pay for it. And you could fill me up, and round's complete, Bob's your uncle, Fanny's your aunt. That would be the superior way to kind of get this ship's tier 0 kind of going.
Yeah.
But I don't know how difficult that would be. I'm not a game designer, but it seems like that would be a reasonable solution since we already do that with stations. We had that with Cry Astro for ages.
As you can see, lighting is not the best here.
Was the ship even on?
No, but still.
So it's dark
Yeah, but
because
look
the
at
ship's not on.
look at the translation, for example.
Okay,
like,
I'll
you can
come-
see like it's quite light, and then boom, it's like pitch black.
I don't know if I'm seeing that. I'm seeing reasonable lighting right now.
No, once the ship is on. Oh yeah, for example, this hole. Like,
I don't think they're gonna let you turn it on, Salty.
no, I know. But you can see it here as well.
Oh gosh, you're gonna get me lost in this ship, and then
No, no, no.
Yes, 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 yes. All right, let me come out
I'll
here.
guide you.
Let me come out here. All right, we're walking
Follow
around.
my marker.
It makes sense right now. I can't see your marker.
Oh, well, just follow me. Then.
I got
So
you.
look at this room. Like this level where I'm standing on, it's like perfectly lit.
Yeah, and this
And
level's
then-
not. I get it. I see it.
Yeah.
I see it. Yes, I see it.
And the transition is like, boom. It's
Immediate.
just No
No,
transition.
I
yeah.
get you. I get you.
Oh, and don't
Ah!
get too close to drop pods. Yeah.
What, they kill you?
If you get too close, no, you'll just phase through the ship.
I like it. Oh, no. No,
Oh,
get
this
off.
ship, yeah. They really need to rework for this.
Some of these ships, you know, they've placed ladders in common areas where you would be running or walking. You kind of need an inner thought interaction on some of these ladders
Yeah.
to execute. Like that ladder I just got on by accident. I didn't want to get on that ladder. I was walking down a pathway and it's like, hey, get on this ladder. They need to, maybe on some of these ladders we need a inner thought climb ladder. Look at this lady.
She's, yeah.
Kind of a punk rocker.
Yeah.
And a really big fan of Port Olisar.
Yeah. There's also a subscriber flare.
Oh, that? Oh, they're just...
The shields. Yeah. This way.
No, what,
Oh, yeah,
what way?
Yeah, that's fine.
Coming over here to the military variant of the MISC Freelancer, which I have heard is pretty exceptional. The Freelancer is pretty great in general in combat missions.
Yeah.
With auto gimbal, oh my gosh, the size 3s are unstoppable. It's
They are.
pretty good. If you have one of these and you're looking to earn cash, they cut through the claim jumper missions super easy. This is just chock full of missiles. Oh, and we cannot get in this ship. Look at this.
Yeah, we can.
Oh, we
Use this ladder.
use the ladder. Okay. All right. Let's see if we can do that.
Yeah, it's stand right here.
There we go. Okay.
Very close.
All right. My turn. Enter ship.
Oh, and with the Starfire, actually, I just realized, they should have an interior rework, as in like layout, but it doesn't need that much because it's actually quite good.
What should?
The Starfire.
Oh no, I like the interior. It's insanity.
They just have but just if they just remove some doors and walls in especially engineering, it will be not that bad, because engineering is probably like the worst part. It's just doors and hallways everywhere instead of just rooms and doors.
Yeah. So this is the missile section of the Freelancer. So you've got auto loaders, basically. I don't know how many missiles, if this is one or two. I think it's just one in each of these pods, but it basically just it shoots like a magazine. It's actually a pretty freaking cool design. So I dig how they did this, but it drastically increases your missile count, and you still have a little bit of cargo. So this could still be like a combat, how you say combat supply ship, right? A small combat like a Black Hawk.
Yeah,
or a Hind helicopter, since this has so much firepower on it, right? And a Hind still has that cargo area in the center, so it definitely has some real and abiding capability with regard to supply and logistics. But it's a meaty little patrol ship.
Yeah.
All right, let's head across the hall here, keeping it real. Keeping it reasonably fast. So this is the Reliant, and this is the military variant of the Reliant,
Tana,
right? Yeah, the Tana. And they've just done a rebalancing of this ship. I don't think they reworked it internally, but they did a rebalance.
Yeah.
So now you have a gun, I think on all models, I think on the standard model and the Tana, you have a gun on the top and bottom now, right? So the cargo variant and the military variant. And then you have...
cargo, no.
Yeah, you do.
Cargo has...
Are you sure?
No, I think cargo has like a tractor beam thing. Pod.
Well, I know they increased the firepower, bottom line,
Okay.
for just about all of them. Now, this one has 4 because it has, like, these wing-mounted guys. But I know that people have said that it feels a lot better.
And you've got missiles here. And you've got missiles here as well, like these are 2 hatches for missiles.
I don't see that.
That's right in front of me. The 2 hatches, the 2 squares.
Oh, those are missiles?
Yep.
Okay, that's weird.
The base variant has it too.
So this is like a, it was kind of sold as a starter cargo.
It will be like the second tier of starter, basically. Yeah.
Yeah.
So
What is
once you've got
this?
your Aurora, you can upgrade it to this in game. Like this, the step is not too bad. This
Look,
is all.
what is this thing floating in the hallway?
Oh, I think it's a gun. Yeah, it's a gun.
So this cockpit now closes when you,
Yes.
when you,
transition.
interesting, when you transition the ship into flight mode. And eventually they're going to let you, well, no, you can now, right?
What?
You can make it fly flat, or you can make it fly vertical, like a B-wing.
Maybe with a fetal. Yeah, I'm not
Yeah.
sure actually. I haven't
Alright.
tried one. I used to have one.
Well, we can rent one now, right?
Yeah, I just rented it.
Uh-oh. I may be stuck. Yep.
You're going to... Oh. Just going places where you should not be.
Well, that's clearly not supposed to be there.
Yeah, I know.
Alright. So, when I get out of
Try
this
backwards.
particular
Try
mistake,
crawling backwards.
we'll be back. Alright, we're back. I've gotten out. It was yeah, I killed myself. It was great. Alright, beds. Yep. All the things. Gun racks. Military variant. Tano.
Little cargo spawn.
Little. Does it? Oh.
Yeah. You wanna see that?
I just don't remember
here.
it. Where?
Right here in this where I'm standing.
Oh, I see. Yeah, that's where they should put those boxes I was talking about. The crates. Resupply crates.
Yep.
Alright, last of the
Yep.
MISC ships for now, I guess, is the MISC.
No, last of all the ships in this
Last.
hangar.
Oh, yeah. Okay. This is the luxury variant or the stealth variant?
Stealth.
Stealth variant of the
Razor.
the Razor, which is MISC's entry into racing. Excuse me.
Yes. Interesting cockpit
And it-
design as well. Like
Yeah,
how
it's
it opens.
and shotguns for its weapons.
Yes. Let's see.
Okay, so this is effectively a MISC. Oh goodness, I'm gonna die talking about this. It's so preposterous. Reconnaissance vessel. This is like having a Formula One car or a Le Mans car as a reconnaissance platform. Can we actually get into it?
Oh yeah, you can.
Well, we can rent it. I don't,
You have to get closer and look at this handle that's sticking out. On the
closer and look at the handle. Got it.
side. No, this one.
I know. I'm looking at it.
Oh, you have to stand right.
Wait. Whoop. I got it. Inner pilot seat. Go. There we go.
It's a gorgeous cockpit.
Oh, which we cannot see because the lights aren't on.
Oh.
Oh, wait a minute. Am I allowed to do this? Well, it kind of turned on. Oh, well, we'll power off. Anywho, look at that cockpit animation, though. It is quite beautiful. So this ship is pretty cool. Pretty interesting competition to the M50.
Yep.
Yeah, I like it. I like it as a recon platform. Super fast, super sleek. You're going to have a hard time catching this. Low profile. So, yeah, I think it works.
Yeah.
It's a bit flashy for a military ship, but then again, this military just bought an Origin rover for a combat ship, or combat car. So, yeah.
Yeah.
The UEE military is all about flash. They want to look good when the Vanduul kill them.
Yeah.
Though I don't know if the Vanduul could catch you in an M50 or a Razor.
I don't know.
All right, so that's it for the ships. Let's go look at the holograms. It's a pretty
That's the best part, I would say.
Oh, is it? Okay. The best
Yep.
part. Yeah. For our community that cries out for more industry ships and for more non-combat related ships, we typically don't see a great many of these releasing all the time. So this is the Hercules, yeah?
Yeah.
Oh, what a beautiful
Sure is.
ship. Oh no, it's a star lifter. We call it a
Yeah,
Hercules because
it's
it's
No, it is called Hercules Starlifter.
Oh yeah, okay, it is. Yeah. It's a Hercules star lifter, which is a ripoff basically of a C-17 combined with a C-130. Well, no, because I think by calling it a Hercules, right? You're thinking C-130,
Yeah, true.
but you're making it with a carry capacity of 2 tonks, which is more than a C-17 can carry. More well, and I think a C-5 can carry 2 if they're stripped down with no ammo. Like the earlier models of the M1 could carry 2.
Nice.
So this is Crusader's latest industry to the or latest entry into cargo running, which is a pretty freaking awesome ship.
Well, yeah, cargo running not particularly, but it can do.
It
such
can
things,
do
It's,
both. It's got a sea version. It's got a dropship version. And it's got a
Yes.
bomber version.
But still, like having a caterpillar or something. No, caterpillar I think has less cargo space. But
Yeah, I think
all the
this
ships
ship
will do
right
better.
now, I think this ship for human designed ships, well, until they released the Kraken,
Yeah.
had the largest internal cargo space. I think it did. I think when it released, but
Could be.
the Kraken was like blew it out of the water. I mean for human ships,
Yeah.
because obviously the Banu merchantmen blew it away, and the hulls don't count because that's external cargo. So
Yeah.
I think this had
I'm not sure.
the C variant had the largest internal cargo space until the Kraken came out.
I know it has a
Deep
cargo room
space
on the second flat floor.
Defeated the
But-
stunned criminal force in short order. Resulting capture of information led directly to the destruction of 2 pirate outposts and a small capital ship.
Yeah.
With the recent reintroduction of the Temporal Nova tank, the Navy's fleet of Hercules starlifters has become busier than ever. However, delivering ground combat vehicles far from the Hercules' only task. Yeah. So, we had a long conversation on logistics the other day, particularly, how long are we going to have a ship that could bring, say, 30 tonks to a staging area, and then Hercules starlifters are used to move them into the tactical zone. So maybe the Ro-Ro type ship, which is roll on roll off type ship, has very little protection. It's not a combat zone type of ship, and so you use that to get into the system, maybe to a secure planet or secure location on the other side of the planet, and then you load up into Hercules, which are designed for insertion and combat. They have the firepower, especially the M variant has a lot of firepower on the bottom side as a dropship, and then you bring your tonks in closer to the combat zone. I don't know. It'll be interesting to see what what is it, the Jupiter does for us. Like, does it have a ramp for ground vehicles, or is it only like ships that it carries?
Yeah, but it could also have the Jupiter could stay in orbit, and then the Hercules would just dock with it, load on.
Yeah, this is your dream of us. What do we call it in real life? Sea bridging? I think it's something like sea bridging or something. I'm not a Navy guy, but it's basically where you create a bridge, a floating bridge between 2 vehicles at sea, and then you drive the vehicle from one vehicle to the next.
Yeah.
It's very hazardous, but it can be done.
No, I'm not talking about that. I'm just talking about having like a special docking collar that would fit like the nose profile, I guess, maybe.
The ship
Of the
docks from the
Hercules?
rear. The ship boards and exits from the rear.
No, there's also a door in the nose, as you can see here.
I can't see there.
Yeah, you can see the seams. It's like a two-stage door. It hinges open.
Okay. Okay.
I'll
The question is,
I'll
can a
send you.
tonk
I'll send you a
go out
picture.
that? Can a tonk go out
Yes.
that? Have they
Yes.
showed
There's
it?
a ramp. Yes.
All right.
No, they have. They didn't show it in concept art, but they have showed it as in like the drawings.
Okay. I mean, I'm not opposed to that idea. I'm not
Oh,
at all.
you can
So.
put a picture over it.
Can I?
Yes, there's a picture.
All right, let's move on. I know you love this ship. You bought this ship. Salty just bought an M2. Yep. He's very excited about it. He's hoping that he won't be at sea when it comes out.
Yeah.
It's just possible. And then this is the oh gosh, the Mercury.
Mercury Star.
Yeah, the star what?
Runner.
Runner. That's right.
Yeah.
Cargo. This is a Connie competitor.
Yep.
That blows the Connie out of the water. It is a data, running, and cargo variant. So I think, if I'm not mistaken, it has the same cargo as a Connie and also has a... If you could measure information in SCUs, it has roughly the same amount of space for data.
Could be.
It also is billed as a smuggling ship. It's got all these little smuggling compartments and passages underneath. And even though Chris Roberts wanted the Constellation to be the ubiquitous YT-1300 kind of ship, right, the Millennium Falcon, this is kind of usurped that role because it's asymmetrical. You can see here.
Yeah.
And so people have kind of dug that, except of course the cockpit isn't asymmetric. But it is what it is, right? So people love this ship. They think it's the new Millennium Falcon. Plus it's got built-in smuggling stuff. So I mean it really kind of is.
It is, yeah. The colony is not in a good place at the moment.
No, it's not. No, it's not. So this will be a pretty interesting ship. I do not own one. I'm not opposed to owning one at a later time. It's a pretty cool looking ship. Firepower, it looks like it matches a Connie in most ways. It's got the two turrets.
Yep.
I don't see what are its forward-facing weapons. It's got to have some.
No. It doesn't have any, I think.
Huh. Well, maybe they'll slave those
Wait, there's actually
turrets.
like this underneath the cockpit. There's like this bulge. It might be a remote turret
Yeah.
or a gimbal.
Anyway, you recently looked at this. Are they working on this ship right now? I know they're working on the M2 or the Starlifter series of ships, and then they're working on this too.
Yes, it's actually scheduled. I will grab the roadmap because it is the Mercury Star Runner is on the roadmap. Unlike the Hercules, I think it's the next pan. No, two. I don't know. Let's see.
Go look at the Star Citizen roadmap. It's always worth a look. Because Salty's not going to be able to bring it up in time. Anyway, pretty ship.
I have it.
Oh, he's got it. See, I challenged him and he rose to the occasion.
Yeah, so it's scheduled for 3.11, which is Q3 2020.
There you go.
Currently, 9 out of 99 tasks complete.
9 out of 99. So we've got some work to do there, yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know. This ship may, because of its kind of growing in-game fame as a Millennium Falcon, it may replace the Karakin hype as the next big hype train.
Yes, I think so.
I think it will. I don't know if it deserves such accolade, but I think it will. I think it will. And that's it. That's it. Crusader Industries, Argo, MISC. That's it's a fairly light.
Consolidated Outlands.
Oh, and Consolidated Outlands. That's right. Yeah. Oh, you know, they didn't have a 3D model of the Pioneer.
Because it's not on sale, because it's not a military ship. Lore-wise, it just got like announced.
Well, but
maybe in the future.
well, I don't get that. So I kind of disagree that it's not a military ship. I guess the issue is, right, combat engineers would probably have ships like this.
Yeah.
Because you would need to be able to, I assume, I'm going to make an assumption that the UEE, if they go to a new planet, would feel a desire to build structures, maybe defenses, place down turrets. And that is the ship that we have right now that does that. So it stands to reason that since we have these metal formed like standard issue pods that we are going to have for bases, that the Pioneer brings all that material with it so that you don't have to like mine it. I would assume that for rapid base construction they would have something that would allow them to rapidly put down roots, especially for like planet-side sustainment facilities, fuel tanks, and munitions depots, and
that is true. Because the Pioneer is, I think, as far as we know right now, only limited to building those regular outposts, like those modular outposts. So you, as far as we know, it cannot build towers or walls or like perimeter fences.
Wow, I think that's
outposts we see everywhere right now.
I think that's got to be short-sighted, because players are gonna 100% want turrets to defend their bases when they're offline, and I think given players are players, there's certainly going to be org wars, and if everybody's not on, or there's not a sufficient number of people on, you know, those turrets are your only line of defense, you know? So
yeah, I think it will still change in the future too. Like you're able to build everything which fits inside the bay.
The bay with absolutely. Now it may be prefab stuff, certainly, but I think it would be and it may not build on the weapons. You may have to bring weapons with you, right?
Yeah.
And then equip the weapons after you've built the turret. But I think it should absolutely be able to build the turrets. It should be able to build maybe small and medium flight platforms, which they would need, right? The UEE military would need. It would need to be able to build barracks facilities, headquarters facilities. It would need to be able to put down probably like stuff to grow food or something. I don't know if it's a long-term facility.
Yeah.
Defensive capabilities, shield generators, all the things the military would need on a fortification to ensure that fortification remained secure.
Yes. But like still, like the barracks and the headquarters and stuff, they'll probably will be able to fit in those modular outpost rooms.
Absolutely. Yeah, I think so.
Probably have to have multiple.
Sure. And they'll all have to connect and all of that. I just there's definitely room for the Pioneer, I think, to have a role within the combat engineers of Star Citizen, right? Because effectively you are going to be the ones building up the forward operating bases. You're going to be the ones establishing that secure perimeter for the UEE to operate out of, planet side.
True.
So it's just, I mean, I think it come with a cool paint job, right? It's green, therefore it's in the military.
What, green?
I don't know. It's green,
Military.
or we'll make it gray, right? Because it's the Navy, right? So it's gray. It's gray.
No, it should be green because it's sitting on the ground, so it should be camouflage.
To be fair, it should be whatever color the planet is.
Yes.
Right, but I assume a ship like this big is not going to get a paint job every time it goes to a new planet.
No.
Yeah, that's a lot of paint. That's a lot of paint.
That's a lot of paint, yeah.
So, I know that, I mean, that's a joke, practicality. Obviously, you just buy a skin and put the skin on and then it's camouflaged. But, you know, I think the EM output for a Pioneer would be massive anyway, and so you're not going to really be able to hide it. But
yeah, it's like a giant factory.
Yeah. Anyway, I think it has a role for military organizations, because establishing of bases within the UEE is going to be a critical functionality, and how rapidly you can do it, at least from a military perspective, will be very important. So, just my 2 cents on that. I think next year, Invictus Week, we should see a Pioneer, we should see a military variant, and we should see something talking about defensive structures. Right?
Yeah.
sustainment, logistics, right? Engineering,
I'm
and all of these
definitely
things,
interested in that.
you know, support functions, right?
Yeah. That's
Alright.
my jam.
It is Salty's jam. If you do that, CIG, Salty will buy a Pioneer,
Oh, yes, definitely.
and then we'll have yet another gigantic ship that, well, I don't know, that one we might be
But
able to
we
crew. I
already
don't
have
know.
a Pioneer, though, but...
Do we?
Yes.
No.
Yep.
No.
Yep.
Okay. I believe you. Salty tracks all the ships. Okay. I think that's it for Sustainment Logistics Day. What do you think?
Yeah. The show floor itself is pretty barren, but I like the Hall of Furies a lot.
Yeah, I do think
I cannot wait for Hercules.
there are some really awesome ships coming down the pipe that are going to
Yes.
really make this show floor really a lot of fun. So,
Oh yeah, definitely.
and remember at CitizenCon when they do the, or what do we call it? What is the event that goes with CitizenCon? It's the annual sale, right? And they do something for the annual sale. I don't remember what
Yes,
that's called. Anyway, that's gonna have even
Anniversary.
yeah, that'll have even more ships on the floor because it won't just be the military stuff.
No,
And that's it.
it'll be everything.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we'll see you in the next one. I hope you enjoy this. Go check out all
Which will
the ships on sale on the website right now if you're really into sustainment and support and logistics.
Yep.
There's a lot of cool stuff there.
Tomorrow will be Drake in DefenseCon.
Ah, we're going to that, aren't we?
Oh yes.
It's gonna be fun.
Yep.
I'm gonna kick a ship and like the panel's gonna fall off. It's gonna be great.
Hey.
All right, we'll see you in the next one. Later.
Bye.